sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Hello and welcome everyone to this presentation of IHSAA football on IndianaSRN. Tonight's matchup features the Lapel Bulldogs and the Traders Point Knights. This broadcast is brought to you tonight by Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, your licensed and experienced electrician serving Central Indiana. IUPUI Sports Management, a lifetime of sports with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 solution. And finally, Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. Nothing runs like a deer. Tonight's matchup, Lapel Bulldogs come in 4-1. Traders Point Knights come in 2-3. Alongside my broadcast partner, the coach, Keith Myers. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Coach, it's good to be with you tonight. Football is back once again. Now this is when we start talking about the playoff discussions and what have you. We can get caught up in all the drama that the season has to offer, but these two teams tonight do not like each other, and they want to come out with a win. And they feature their rushing attack mostly as their power. And I mean, we look at Tyler Dollar for the Lapel Bulldogs. We look at Eli Underwood for Traders Point. Both these guys do different things, both on offense and defense, but running the ball is their strength.
Yeah, it's going to be the Dollar Underwood show, possibly. Simmons, Cooper Little might have something to say to that, but the cheerleaders forgot to sing happy birthday to you as it was directed, but they forgot. Joey's birthday's today. He's 24 today. Congratulations, Joey. What a present. Working with me tonight, what a present did you receive?
This is all I wanted for my birthday. was to work with you. I'm pumped about it. Thank you.
I want to say hi to your mom and dad, too. Good job, guys.
Yes,
so.
I'm sure they're watching at home. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, Mom
You
and Dad. So we talk about those two running backs. Both these teams also feature two quarterbacks that have been awfully good. For Lapel, Brennan Stowe, last game, 13 of 18, 161 yards. That's 72% through the air. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, he was on fire, really, and a great stat line, and he's going to have to be great tonight, too.
And you talked to Tim Miller. We talked to him earlier this week, and one of the things he said is I think he got the idea of what he can do last week. Hope he can carry that on. And you talk about week 6. He hopes that carries on not only week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on, because he really thinks he's got everything going really well. The key is, can they protect him like they did last week? That's the key.
Brennan Stowe throughout the year, 56 of 72, just over 800 yards, 160 yards per game. He's got 11 touchdowns through the air, and he can also run the ball, 252 yards. When he keeps it, he gets about 8.5 per carry. On the other side, Traders Point, Cooper Simmons Little is just a junior, 6 feet tall, but I mean, he stands tall in the pocket. He can move. His stat line last game, pretty good numbers. I mean, just 5 completed passes, all to different receivers, mind you. So he distributes 136 yards, 3 touchdowns as well, and he just has a different dynamic element to him.
Right. He you're tall. You played quarterback. You understand that. When you're tall like that, you can see over the line. You can actually make some plays not only with your arm, but you can make moves with your legs. Once he drops that ball and he takes off, he can run. He's dangerous. He's hard to come down because he is that big. So you're kind of tackling him up on the top. He's going to shake you off, and he's going to get another 3, 4, 5 yards.
I want to focus again on the running backs because I saw something that came up on my prep sheet. Tyler Dollar with 12 touchdowns.
Yes.
He's averaging 140 yards per game. We kind of flirted with the idea of how much rushing we're going to see probably. Do you think this is going to be more of a defensive matchup with the emphasis on the rushing?
I think we're going to have an offensive battle here. I think both teams, defensively, they're pretty good, but I think both teams can't handle the speed. Both of these teams are pretty quick as well. And the one thing I love about the running game is if they don't throw the ball, this game could be done in about an hour and 45 minutes because they'll run the clock constantly. But we'll see what happens. If this is a tight game, I'm going to give the edge to Lapel a little bit just because of some of the experience they have. But this Traders Point team, though their record doesn't show it, they're very, very good. And here they come out running from the locker room. And one of the things that Traders Point has haven't done in the past, they're dressing 35 kids.
Yeah, definitely up from last year. I think it was only 20 or something prior to that.
2 years ago they had 13.
Yeah.
So Sam Carnes has done a nice job, and I got to give a shout out to Sammy because he's always taking my phone call. Even late at night, he'll call and say, "Hey, can I watch that again?" And it's pretty good. So Sammy, good luck tonight. Big game for them. This is a tough 2A opponent. This is where they can see where they're going to be during playoffs.
Coach Sam Carnes, 6-7 in his second year at Traders Point, looking for his 7th win of his career as the captains get ready for the coin toss. So we will take a quick short break here. You're watching Traders Point and Lapel on IndianaSRN.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson, and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football, powered by IndianaSRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at IndianaSRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the IndianaSRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown, safety, first down, holding or illegal use of hands, encroachment, or offsides commonly known, false start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick scrimmage violation, face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, and the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on IndianaSRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Joey Lindstrom alongside the coach, Keith Myers.
Settle down, settle down. You can't go down there. I know you want to knock some heads. You can't do that. James and I are going to tie you in that chair.
My head hurts enough. I think I'm good. I think I've had my fill, but I love watching it. So it's so exciting to see. And prep football, there's nothing like prep football. And both these teams, we kind of talked about it a little bit beforehand. Both independent. Traders Point in Sectional 42, Lapel in Sectional 36, Traders Point 1A, Lapel 2A. Both these programs growing like crazy, and it's because their coaches really have invested in their program since they've been there.
The cool thing about, Tim Miller played for Mount Vernon. He raised by Mount Vernon. Probably would love to coach at Mount Vernon, but Lapel gave him an opportunity. And I love how both of these coaches have done a good job of got an opportunity and built a program. Sam Carter's been here 2 years. He's building a program. This program is, I think, right where he wants it, and it will grow. With a win tonight, this program will grow faster than he will ever be because they've beat a very, very good opponent in Lapel.
Lapel's only lost this year to Indianapolis Lutheran. They have done well against every other team they've played, coming in at 4-1. Traders Point seeking their third win. We're off here at Traders Point, tackled down past the 20-yard line to about the 22 was number 5, Xavier Gibson.
Gibson runs the ball very well, and we'll see what happens here if we go no huddle, if we huddle things up. Should be very interesting tonight.
I know you mentioned that what you look forward to the most out of Traders Point's offense is Simmons Little distributing the ball as fast as he can with those bubble screens and quick hitters.
You bet.
So Simmons Little will have Gibson and Underwood in the backfield.
Crowd still coming in tonight. This is going to be a huge crowd.
Hand off to Underwood on the left side. He's got some space. Gives one stiff arm, and dragging him down was number 15, Tyler Dollar. Leads the team in tackles for Lapel.
You're going to hear that name all day long. Dollar offense, Dollar defense. But Underwood, once again, Jimmy, Joey, hits that hole, cuts out to the outside, and goes upfield. That's going to be a great runner.
We're already seeing the no-huddle look. Good call, Coach. Scrunch to the top side of your screen. Simmons Little dishes it outside.
Whoa.
And that ball will be incomplete out of the hands of Underwood.
maybe threw that ball a little bit quicker than what he wanted. But if you touch the ball, you know me, Coach. If you touch the ball, you should have caught the ball,
Yes.
right?
Yep. See it, touch it, get it. Traders Point, their 3 losses coming to Heritage Christian, Covenant Christian, and Park Tudor, all teams that have had a great year thus
How
far.
about Park Tudor on the move? And that Covenant Christian team is playing a very good Heritage team. They're ranked 4 in 1A in the IndianaSRN poll.
Simmons Little with Underwood behind him in the pistol formation.
Checking it off here.
3rd and 4. Trying with the hard count. He will give it to Underwood right up the middle. Stopped briefly. We'll see if he gets the first down. Initial hit by number 72, J.J. Baxter.
They're going to give him the first down, Joey.
Moving the chains is Traders Point. And already the game plan seems clear in their first 3 plays. Get it to Eli Underwood.
Yep.
Kid came in with 68 carries, 386 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. The only fumble that Traders Point has this year happened from Underwood, and I believe that was on an exchange. Deep ball. Oh! This one does not fall into the hands of number 12, Philip Moran.
And it looked just like he got contact at the line. That slowed him up a little bit. If that's on target, there's 6.
That would have been Moran's 3rd touchdown on the season. And the junior, both juniors, the quarterback and the receiver, probably wishing they could have that one back.
And how about Sam Carnes not afraid of throwing it up and saying, okay, we're in the 30. We're going to go ahead and throw it up here.
Exactly. I mean, why not take the shot on first down? Probably going to get a false start here. Guilty culprit is Sam Johnson, number 22.
You know, Joey, I'll just ask you. You quarterback before. Does your lineman get used to your voice and the cadence, and then all of a sudden you do something different? Is it just a mental aspect to say, okay, I got it? He says 2-2-2.
Got to focus.
Yeah,
it's all mental.
But it's your voice that they're recognizing.
Yeah, exactly. You have to get used to the rhythm and literally the cadence of what your quarterback is saying.
Because I'm really used to hearing Debbie Myers just baby going, no, so I understand that rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to throw your curveball into these days and say yes.
The hard count.
Handoff is to Underwood up the middle. He'll get a substantial gain.
Yeah, he gets it back to 5 yards they lost.
And that's big for Traders Point. They don't have a ton of penalties on the year, but those false starts do not help them at all. Key player to look for Lapel in this 4-3 base is Kettinger, number 27, Colton Kettinger, senior, linebacker. He leads the team in tackles. Simmons Little, RPO, gets it out to number 12, Philip Moran, and he will take it across the first down line.
And if you're home, if you're a kid at home, a young boy at home or a girl playing, Philip caught the ball, and he went straight up the field, didn't try to make the juke, and then secured the ball with both hands. That's important.
And especially after dropping that first one, he had to get a little bit of sweet revenge, and he gets the first down for his team.
And they came back after him, which means they wasn't afraid of giving him the ball.
Simmons Little, after some traffic, takes it out. Gets a substantial gain across the 45, down at the 43.
This is pretty manageable here. 2nd down and 2. I think they may go deep again. We'll see. Look how far back he's at. He's 9 yards off the scrimmage.
Simmons Little is going to go deep. He's got his man, Philip Moran, but that one just a little too long for number 12. So it's going to be 3rd and 1, Coach.
That's a long one, Joey.
Yeah, it is. I think you got a reliable number 8 back there that can get it across for you.
I think so.
Last game, Traders Point defeated Frontier 40-0. So coming off a big win.
Well, there you go. The umpire set the ball in the wrong hash, moved it up a yard. So, okay, now it is 31.
Simmons Little gives it to Underwood. He'll be stopped immediately and brought down back in the backfield by big number 72, J.J. Baxter.
How about Baxter at 5'10", 240? He's had a couple of Taco Bells. That dude was big, and I am afraid of him.
Big man plugs the hole, and now looks like Traders Point is going to stay out there for a 4th down and 5.
Makes sense.
It'll be decent field position for Lapel if they can stop the Knights here.
Another hard count.
RPO fake. He does get it to Moran across the first down line. So
That's gutsy.
We saw that completion earlier to get the first down. They go back to that RPO once again.
That is gutsy play right there.
So 1 for 1 already on 4th down. Is Traders Point. Last year, losing to Lapel by a score of 41-6. Did not go their way. They want a little bit of revenge, I have to imagine.
Yeah.
Only time that these teams have played. Handoff to Underwood on the right side. He stopped. Good tackle by number 27, Kettinger.
Yeah, Kettinger at that time stayed at home, and what I meant by that, did not take the fake, stayed at home, sealed it, got right back at the line of scrimmage,
and didn't allow any of the blockers for Traders Point to get in front of him.
Well, I think what they shifted now, they're putting like 6 guys in the box here.
Simmons Little is split out to the bottom of your screen.
This is Wildcat here.
Power to the left. Taking the ball himself is number 86, Tobias Grant, and he will take it all the way down past the 35 to the 30-yard line. And this will be 3rd down and 3 for Traders Point.
And guess who made the tackle? Dollar makes the tackle. So if he's making the tackle, that means he's already gained 3 or 4 yards.
Simmons Little back at quarterback in the pistol.
They are just taking time off this clock. They're going to shorten this game.
Already 7.5 remaining. Simmons Little takes it. Brief look for the bubble.
Ooh.
Tries to find his receiver on the slant route. And dropping that ball is number 22, Sam Johnson.
And that ball may be thrown behind him a little bit. Sam had to go and reverse his body a little bit. That's a tough play. I mean, I made that play back in 94 when I won the Heisman.
Right. Back in high school winning the Heisman?
Yeah. That was 1894.
And then he taught people how to do it. Simmons Little in the pistol. He will fake it again. Another RPO fake, and he gets it to his reliable target, Moran, for another Knights first down.
So I kind of like what they're doing, mixing a little bit of run and pass, but the clock continues to run because I'm convinced now that this may be only maybe a 3 or 4 possession game if they continue to do this. And there's your hard count.
Drawing Carson Kinzinger off sides.
Okay, so
gets the freshman.
So, Joey, we talked about the hard count. So your last 3 you didn't jump. This one you did. Is that because you're getting tired? Because you've been out on the field now almost 5.5 minutes?
Anytime you're on the field long, I got to imagine that fatigue can set in different ways, especially mentally. And you know as a coach, too, once your team starts to get tired, little mental mistakes happen.
Yep.
Simmons Little will take this one himself, and he's brought down hard by Tyler Dollar just prior to the 10-yard line. Simmons Little last week.
They're going to give him the first down, Joey.
They sure will. 1st and 11, I should say. It's 1st and 10. The first down would be at the 1-yard line. Simmons Little with bunch to his right side. Had 45 yards on 4 carries last week. He's going to air this one out to Moran, who dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
That's an impressive drive.
Couple drop passes here and there, but 5 completions to Simmons Little's credit. Gets it to Moran for an 11-yard score. Moran gets spun out into the end zone. And Traders Point, this is exactly what they needed, Coach, to take the lead early.
Yeah, because everybody, I would think that what they wanted to do is exactly took some time off, score. 7 is a blessing. 6 would have been good, and did she make that? She sure did.
Reagan Smith knocks that one through. And we will take a quick break. 7-0 is our score here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Ten-play drive, 78 yards, 7-0 is the score. We'll show the touchdown for you in just a second. Here's Joe.
Traders Point kicking off. Lapel will take it and fielding it well and keeping his feet moving is number 42. That is Kyle Shelton, the running back linebacker combo. And the big fella gets a great return.
Here's our touchdown.
Philip Moran being in the right place on that zag route, gets right into the end zone on the quick strike. So Lapel will set up. Here's Brennan Stowe, over 800 yards on the year, 78%, 160 yards per game on 56 completions. He will hand it off to Tyler Dollar, who made a couple defensive plays. Dollar will try to keep his feet moving, and forward progress will stop him right past midfield at the 49-yard line of Traders Point. So a good return, gets Lapel, great field position. Tyler Dollar immediately takes it over midfield in one play, Coach.
Yeah, and this is going to happen. Both of the we talked about it. This could be an offensive battle here, and it's maybe time possession as well.
Hand off again to Dollar. He's got some space. Dollar makes a man miss. Tries to stay in bounds, and he will be pushed out by Johnson at the 29-yard line of Traders Point. 2 plays and already near red zone opportunity for the Bulldogs.
How about Dollar, though? Man, he is a big boy to bring down. 5'10", 180, junior.
And this guy's really going to be the limit for this guy.
He's going to be in the weight room a lot. There he is again.
Yep, takes it again, makes one man miss in the stiff arm. Johnson's trying to hold on for dear life to get him down. And
he's still not down.
4 spins, and Tyler Dollar's not down yet.
Oh, I love it.
No gang tackle effort at all from Traders Point.
And Johnson is like, help me here. I got him.
Guys, I have him. Let's clean up.
Oh, we got a flag on the play.
We do, probable holding, but let's see this replay again and this Tyler Dollar run down to the 29.
Nice move here. And here's where Johnson gets him right here. Oh, that's when he knocked him out of bounds, the first one. Okay. I think it's a hold against Lapel.
I think it was number 63, Ryan Carpenter. He had his hands up like, oh, I'm not guilty. We'll see if that was him or not.
You did that, right, when you played?
No official word.
I didn't hold him.
I never held.
That's right. You're an offensive man.
That's a myth. I never held.
Okay.
As a tight end, that's for sure.
So it backs him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and the foul was 5 yards back there. So it's first
I think
down.
It's a 10. I think it would be a 10-yard penalty.
It is 10, but from the spot of the foul.
Oh gosh, so it might have been right from the 35. That stinks for Lapel, but regardless, a little bit of adversity. They'll go right back to their running game. This time it's Shelton. He gets tripped up by number 30, Daniel Schoenveld.
First quarter score, Tinley 7, Purdue Poly 0. That's the old Oakland Bucket game tonight.
Is Tinley an affiliate of IU?
Yeah, the high school version.
Are there any trophies in high school?
Yes.
Yeah?
And I don't know if they're playing for one. That would be nice. It would be cool if they played with a plastic for a plastic bucket, right? That would be hilarious.
So we'll fake it to Shelton, air it out, and that is complete to his receiver, number 80, Ray Smith, the freshman. Excuse me, that is number 20, Nick White. And White with 19 receptions, 348 yards on the year. Excuse me, that's Witt. Beg your pardon, Nick. So Stowe will back up, drop back.
Oh, nice.
Hit Witt again. Stiff arm. He's got some space. And he will head to pay dirt. Touchdown, Lapel. And that is Witt's 7th touchdown on the season. Receiving the football, and Lapel ties it up with his extra point. That was 5 plays, barring the holding penalty, too. And on to kick is number 8, Caden Camp. Also punts for the team. He's 22-25 on PATs this year.
This is the most important kick there is tonight.
And he knocks it through. So Lapel ties it at 7 with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to go back on defense for this probably another long-winded drive from Traders Point. And we will go to break here. You are watching IHSAA football on IndianaSRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
After that touchback, I want to take a minute to remind you we are brought to you by IUPUI Sports Management. Sports management careers are booming. When you're managing the business side of sports, you're always a major player in the game. Our graduates work in crucial and demanding positions at sports organizations and venues, managing arenas and stadiums, handling publicity for their favorite teams, and developing the market for innovative sports products. Contact us at iupui.edu/sportmanagement.
Good people have on board a 58-yard drive, 5 plays, 4 minutes, 2 seconds left on the clock. It's tied 7.
45-yard touchdown to number 20, Nick Witt. And that is Brennan Stowe's 12th passing touchdown on the season. Handoff to Underwood does not go anywhere for Traders Point. He actually kind of crawls out of that pile. Let's take a look at that replay again of the touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, again, look at the 3-step drop. This is where it was that stiff arm broke him loose, Joey, and we are tied.
And it looks slick, too, with the visor.
Yeah.
It's not about style, but
Dark Vader.
Swag should be worth more points.
Okay. I'll put that in the rule book next year.
Simmons Little off the fake.
Oh, he's got him open.
Deep ball to Moran. He got it. Philip Moran, after the touchdown, answers again with a deep ball shot catch.
I tell you what, he called for that ball from at the line of scrimmage.
Moran comes up a little bit shaken up. That was from the 18-yard line to the 45-yard line of Lapel. And I think you're right. Based on what we saw, you'd think that the emphasis would be defensive, but so far the offenses do not care about that at all. Simmons Little, handoff to Underwood, who is wrapped up briefly. After he breaks a tackle, he will be brought down in the backfield at the 48-yard line.
And I will tell you, folks, right now, weight rooms have helped high school football tremendously. Back in the day, a player would have fell down there. The strength that they have in their legs anymore, Joey, is incredible. I went to a school back in the 70s. We didn't have a weight room. We don't even know what weight was.
Push-ups, sit-ups, do the deck of cards. Like, who used to do that? Ray
Lewis.
Had
to climb a rope once.
Just to pass the test. Simmons Little rolls out to his right side, and he finds a nifty receiver who drops the ball. Unfortunately, Gibson was the culprit there.
Little
was a couple drops here tonight.
Little was close to being over the line of scrimmage. That was a pretty smart play.
It was. I mean, yeah, he was. I think maybe if you look back at it, if we had official ruling in high school, if that play goes for a touchdown, you look at that again. So we'll be at the 45-yard line. Actually, the 47. The official spotted the ball incorrectly.
Yeah. Umpires having a little hard time seeing.
One more yard line, fellas. It's hard being an official, though.
It is. It's hard to be an umpire because you got to look down the line. There we go.
Officiallyhuman.com. Support all officials. Here's Simmons Little with Underwood in the pistol. Trips to his right side. Drops back. Screen ball to Eli Underwood. He's wrapped up immediately by Shelton.
I tell you what, though, the block, number 55 laid the wood on Eli Heiser, laid the wood on that tackle to make that open. Now it's fourth down. Is it fourth down?
Fourth down and 7.
Okay.
Big play here for Traders Point. They converted on their fourth down last possession. That was a 4th and 5. He'll get his signal from Coach Carnes. Drops back. Simmons Little airs it out. Tried to get it to his receiver, Kevin Bostic, who drops it, and this will be a turnover on downs. Lapel football coming up.
Catch up with all that's going on with the IHSAA Foundation. Subscribe now to their newsletter, The Advocate. Email us at IHSAAfoundation.org. Also, Piper Logistics, we want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast tonight. And the sports page, stay up with all the ISHA news and IndianaSRN news on IndianaSRN.org.
And if you'd like a quick synopsis of all the Friday night games, Troy Darengowski does a great job Saturday mornings. We're covering all the action in IHSAA. So Tyler Dollar stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Just to finish that thought, we'll do our little recap. So Troy will be playing our recap. So listen for our recap tomorrow morning.
That's right. You'll love to hear the sweet tunes
Troy
voices in the morning, too. Elsewhere on our family of networks, Pendleton Heights at Mount Vernon, Heritage Christian at Covenant Christian, Tinley at Purdue Poly. Obviously, you're catching Lapel at Traders Point here, and on radio, North Newton at Frontier.
That's a big game for Frontier.
Coming off the loss against Traders Point last week. Here's Tyler Dollar trying to find some room. All of a sudden, Traders Point looks a little more keen on where Tyler Dollar is going to get the ball.
And it seems like both defenses are a little bit snug here. Third down. I think this is I don't know. Fourth down, I don't know what I would do.
Big fourth down territory?
Maybe.
Still early. Still early in the game.
Yeah, we're at 28 seconds.
But Traders Point has gone for it on fourth down both times. They've been in the opposite side territory. Big third down. Stowe. Out route to the right side. He completes it to his receiver after making a juke move. Number 82, Will Alexander. Did he get across the first down line, though?
And got a late flag.
Flag on the play.
The line judge looks like he gave a legal procedure or legal formation. But Lapel seems to think it's on Traders Point.
Oh, it's sideline warning on Traders Point. So this will be
an automatic first down, I believe.
No, this is fourth down.
Okay, so fourth down.
Yep. The warning.
Or is it repeat third down, looks like.
No, it should be fourth down.
Officials are running it. Looks like we have the clock cam on the game clock at the field. A lot of commotion here at Traders Point as the officials figure this one out.
Was we at third down?
We were at third down, yeah.
Yes, we are. So this should be fourth down and 1.
But I don't think sideline warning would be loss of down for the opposite team.
But that was third down.
Right.
The one he caught.
But sideline warning was on Traders Point.
Yeah, but that's a warning. There's no penalty for that yet.
Yeah, there shouldn't be. Yeah.
So it should be fourth down and 1.
So they're resetting the game clock.
And it is fourth down. Now they changed the down marker to fourth down.
So there you go, 4th and 1. We'll see what Coach Miller has in store. Certainly not a scary call. They're going to run the clock out to the end of the first quarter anyway.
Now, I understand what Coach Miller wanted to do because the ready for play clock went down to 3. They were running out the clock. The officials didn't reset that. So here we go. 7-7, that's the final of the first quarter.
First quarter and 7-7 our score. You're watching IHSAA football on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Traders Point. Big 4th and 1 here for the Lapel Bulldogs. Handing off to Tyler Dollar. He gets past the first down line and more. Tyler Dollar on the right side. He is going to scamper into the end zone for a touchdown. Lapel.
Boy, that surge was there, and he just ran right through that hole. Nice job by Dollar.
Tyler Dollar from the opposite 47-yard line, a 53-yard sprint to the end zone. And on 4th and 1, too, if you're Traders Point, you got to be disappointed.
Yeah, you had him right where you wanted him. And, 7-play drive. We'll get the result for you in just a second.
On to kick is Caden Camp once again, and he drills it. So Lapel 14-7. Traders Point turns it over on downs. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Lapel and Traders Point on IndianaSRN. Welcome back to Traders Point. Lapel after a 53-yard touchdown scamper from Tyler Dollar leads 14-7. After getting the ball back from turning the ball over on downs from Traders Point. Here's Gibson on the right side. He's got some space, and he will be brought down at around the 28-yard line.
7-play drive, 68 yards, capped off by Dollar. As we get ready, we got scores for you. Sean Crawl is at the Heritage Christian Covenant game. Heritage Christian leads 14-0. Tinley and Purdue Poly. Tinley leads 13-0. Still 3 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Again, you can catch all those games on our Family Networks, IndianaSRN.org. Traders Point and down now, Coach, and they looked methodical in that first drive.
They really did.
But they had a big play up to Moran as this one goes to the left side of Underwood. They'll get a decent chunk of yardage there, but they get the huge play from Moran and then a couple conservative calls, and they don't convert on fourth down.
But Underwood gets the first down.
Underwood is an impressive character. Came in with just under 400 yards rushing. He also is great in the receiving game. And defensively, he leads the team with 60 tackles. Rolling out to the right is Simmons Little.
Intercepted, dropped.
That one is dropped by number 31, Eli Mihalik.
Boy, he had the ball. Got a score for you update from Mooresville. Mooresville leads Franklin 17-0 thanks to John Lester on the call. I tell you, we got guys everywhere reporting tonight.
That's a beautiful thing.
We'll have scores all over the place at halftime for you.
Radio Troy is going to be busy tonight.
Yes, he will.
All those scores.
Putting that together.
Yeah.
That's why he has the night off.
Yes. He doesn't have to.
Because he got to work soccer with me tomorrow. So that's even tougher.
Where are you guys calling? What are you guys calling?
Greencastle, North Putnam. Boy-girl doubleheader. It's senior night.
Long whistle from the official. I think this is a timeout from Coach Carnes. And we will take one with him. You are watching Lapel and Traders Point on IndianaSRN.
Tell Jerry we lost our field mic, please. Tell him to check something.
Michael, we just lost all the camera feeds and the crowd mic.
Someone unplugged. Tell him something's unplugged. It's not us.
We can't see the cameras.
Perfectly placed ball. That's one where great pass. I mean, in between three defenders. And you think one of those defenders would just get up on Ashton Gentry, but he just drops it right into the breadbasket. Great completion there. Now they're looking to score once again in two plays.
No, it's still not. Are you positive nobody unplugged your power or anything? it's still frozen.
I don't have a crowd mic.
Not between you and me, but the officials down. So we can have a conversation too.
Covenant's had the ball 3 times and they've scored 3 times. Give them a long field, they score. Give them a short field, they
Right
score.
now, Mount
Covenant
Pendleton
has
Heights
some
is just trying to find something
immediately. You can't even really wait for the halftime break.
You gotta get the momentum. Right now, Mount Vernon has it. They put up 2 quick scores.
Give yourself
After Tide's defense doing a good job of stopping them 2 times on 3 and out their first 2 possessions of the game, but Mount Vernon finding their footing, and not only on the offensive side but on the defensive side right now. And not sure what the delay is.
No, we're not.
Which high school,
We're just stopped.
had Mike. Mike too much to ask for.
You have no crowd mic without a clock down. Because you're moving there. So let's reboot this.
That was more of a read option, but it was mainly a pitch out to Hagler from Garrett Swinker, the quarterback. And Pendleton was all over it. Didn't give up a big game. We know what Hagler can do in the open field, make some moves, but team tackling is going to be the difference tonight for Pendleton.
They're good football teams.
No, it's still. We can get your camera, but it's frozen.
Through the uprights to make it 21-7. Heritage Christian still on top. You're watching Indiana
Picked up the first down there, and he was hit at the line of scrimmage. I think watching Keegan a little bit and saying, hey, you're strong, I'm strong too. Let's just keep running and get some yards off this and pick up a first down.
Hagler is a senior 5'10".
So you're not getting it?
Okay. So let's do this. But the muscle on both Hagler and Egan LaBelle then.
You're getting your feed.
All is well. We'll be all right.
To the left side and George.
He stepped into a role that had big shoes to fill with Coach Kirshner the last 3 years. But Coach Kirshner was with these guys, all these guys that are on the starting team.
Covenant's got to get a stop. Heritage just scored every time they had the football. They've got to show that they can stop them. Antoine dumps it off to Schlinker. Turns it upfield. Goes along the sideline. Flag on the play.
Early in the game, Canino can throw the ball. He's had a few attempts tonight, but this secondary for Mount Vernon with Williams and Russ, they just they're pressing their defenders, and that's something that we see a lot, not a lot in the early games, and a lot in the last couple games. And you know me, that bothers me. It's 3rd and 3. Why wouldn't you be pressing the defenders on the receiving core? And they gave that cushion, but doing a really good job tonight and not giving up that big deep ball.
It's Brown. He's all through. Heritage can I believe whenever they want to do.
And going to be short here for Traders Point. So just before half, under a minute to go. This is a big play. I mean, this could mean the difference between a 4-score deficit and a 3 before half. So just a couple yards here. Looks like a whole 2. And Traders Point is going to need all of it if they want to continue their drive before half.
And Lapel now has 2 timeouts left. So they have, if they stop them here, they have plenty of time to put another score on the scoreboard.
Sam Johnson in the backfield. I actually think this will be a punt.
Yep.
So we will get to see. This one's booted away after rugby style. High in the air. Lofty. Great bounce for the Knights. All the way down to about the 12-yard line. And that is where Lapel will have to set up with 45 seconds left to go in the first half.
It is possible, correct?
It sure is. I mean, the way that these guys have been able to move the ball downfield through the air, don't you think that this is something that maybe they're not scared of to get a little score before half?
Morrisville leads Franklin, second quarter, 1:36 left in the second quarter, 45-7. Thanks to John Lester. North Newton Frontier, how about this one? 6-6, a must-win, literally a must-win for Frontier.
Frontier, after a tough loss last week to Traders Point, they sure want the revenge. Bubble screen outside to Dollar. And he'll take this one out of bounds, minimal gain. Clock needed to stop for Lapel. So after this game, Lapel will move on to a tough Heritage Christian team who's playing against Covenant Christian right now in an absolute shootout.
Yeah, it was 28-0, and all of a sudden it's 28-14.
Yeah,
crazy. The high school football has been all year.
It's so much fun to see, too, because you never know. You can't walk into a game thinking that a certain team is going to win. That's what makes it exciting. Play blown dead. Brennan Stowe was ready to take the snap. He was backing up to pass. And is this a timeout? It looks like a timeout for Lapel. Coach Carnes talking to his guys. And Sam Johnson on defense, and the rest of the defense for Traders Point has not really had an answer for the air attack. We came into this game thinking it was going to be the Tyler Dollar show. It has been at some moments, but for the most part, Nick Witt is hitting them through the air with authority.
Yeah, and, now what you have to do here is you got to defend that long pass. So you have to make contact with the ends, got to concede or conceal the line of scrimmage a little bit. A good sack would be really good here if you were Traders Point.
Sure would. In terrible field position relative to where they've been for Lapel. There's Brennan Stowe, drops back. Over the middle, he's got his receiver who's got a little bit more space. Over the middle, I mean, what a run here. Riley Hudson, and he will be brought down by a host of Knights. And you got to think Lapel is going to want to take this timeout. After a first down, they need a spike here. Great job by Stowe to get his boys to the line. Spikes it. What a gain from Riley Hudson from the 11 to the 33, opposite 33-yard line.
And I tell you what, the chain gang just now got to the line of scrimmage. So technically that clock should not have started, but look at this catch here. And he shakes off 1, 2. Come here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys.
How many Knights does it take to bring down Riley Hudson? There's your answer. No, all 9 of them. Trips down to the left side. Stowe drops back. He's got some pressure, and he will toss this one out of bounds. Nobody in the area. Smart play, though. There is going to be a flag. This could be grounding. I was starting to think that maybe he was still in the box, Coach.
No, but he had the end wide open. I mean, he had a receiver. See what we have here. They are going to call grounding.
And that's a loss of down as well.
Wow.
So that hurts for Lapel. Not really going to be in field goal range if you get a big gain. And it's going to have to be a big gain.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing. Tim Miller is not complaining, so he must agree with the official.
Kid's got to learn.
Yeah, I like that.
And Brennan Stowe, obviously the senior leader on this team. Captain as well. Tough play for Lapel. When you're up 21, you can learn to take some chances. He's going to take it himself here. And Stowe, maybe he does get a big gain here. 4 seconds to go. They need to stop the clock. Caden Camp, his field goal long this year is 45 yards. He's 2 for 4 on the season. And they're going to bring out Camp. Big attempt here for the senior.
Officials coming over here. I think they're going to put 5 seconds back on the clock.
Well, regardless, because of the dead ball, I think that with this field goal, I mean, you run out to the end of the half anyhow. So here we go.
Big
Camp.
Big 3 points right here.
Big 3 points. Could extend the lead to 24. Looks good off the right boot of Camp, and it is through. Our score at the end of the half, Lapel 31, Traders Point 7. Coach, what message does Coach Carnes have to send to his team at halftime?
Well, 2 things. If you're Coach Miller, you get the ball to start the second half. That's a positive. The other thing now, Coach Carnes is going to say, okay, we got to regroup. We got to finish our business. We came out strong. Really, they really smash-mouthed them the first first series, and now you just have to move on. And with good teams, you got to learn from this. And, you know, Traders Point, again, is going to learn from this, but Lapel cannot rest their loyalists because Traders Point can't score at will, and they have some weapons as well.
31-7, our score at half. You get to see our halftime show here. You were watching Lapel Bulldogs at the Traders Point Knights on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
Sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger. It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid earned that solo!
You see my kid?
Yeah!
Come on!
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Game day on Indiana SRN. And now here's a special message from Assistant Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Sandra Walter.
In cooperation with the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Indiana SRN would like to thank the men and women who officiate our sports contests. Congratulations to the following officials who've been selected as Official of the Year in their respective sport. This distinction is based on service to student athletes, coaches, and community over decades. These men and women have given countless hours to promoting and ensuring that education-based athletics are afforded to your student athlete. In cross country, Mr. Ted Knopfsinger. Soccer for 21-22, Mr. Lawrence Lohner. In volleyball in the north, Mr. Steve Klein. And in football in Lake County, Mr. Fred Schob. If you'd like to become an IHSAA official, please contact Sandra Walter at the IHSAA office, phone number 317-846-6601. And a huge thank you to Mr. Keith Meyer and Indiana SRN for being such an advocate to our officials, our student athletes, and our administrators of 407 member schools across the state of Indiana. We certainly thank you for the support and the constant effort to promote all that is good about education-based athletics.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Traders Point Christian School is ready to launch a really exciting educational model in our high school that'll affect the school all the way down to our preschool. So we're going to initiate a program called Schools Within a School. Traders Point Christian Schools as a whole offers traditional academic courses to all of our students. Courses like science, English, math, and history. But our Schools Within Schools is going to offer a really unique opportunity to students who want to broaden their perspective, broaden their opportunities in high school. We're going to give students the opportunity to focus their education on things that they're passionate about, things that really motivate them, things that they think they might want to do as a career beyond high school. There's 4 different tracks. One track is the School of Applied Sciences, and that might be for the student who plans to go straight from high school to a career. And then there's the School of Fine Arts. That's that right-brained creative person. And then there's the School of Leadership, the student who wants to be an entrepreneur, a business leader. And then the School of Biomedical Sciences, that student who wants to go on to some field of medical practitioner. So they might want to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, or a variety of fields within biomedical sciences. So in my 30 years of Christian education, I've not seen an opportunity like this. It doesn't exist anywhere else in Indianapolis. So give your students this opportunity. Check us out. The time is now.
Well, students at Traders Point Christian Schools are taking a new robotics course thanks to IHSAA Technology Partners. It's actually part of a new multi-year student STEM program that integrates into Traders Point's schools within a school model.
Well, preschool through high school, 18 months to 18 years. We've been around for 40 plus years as a preschool, early childhood center, and developed over time. This is our 10th, 11th year as a high school, and we have just moved into our only high school building we've ever had 3 years ago. Part of that is launching 4 schools within a school. The School of Biomedicine, the School of Leadership, the School of Fine Arts, and the School of Applied Sciences, which is where this partnership comes into play. The School of Applied Sciences is our way of providing our students with project-based learning, real life examples of things that they can do in the workforce to prepare themselves for the next step.
Yep. Roger, from Accent Technology Partners standpoint, talk about how this partnership really came together.
Yeah, it really came together at the Indy 500 last year. We invited Ryan and a couple of his colleagues out for the race, and we got talking about what they were doing with the school. So Ryan was telling us what he was doing, and I was really interested in it because, you know, my entire career I've focused on helping kids and, you know, helping people achieve the dreams that they want, you know, through their career. And I thought this was a good way for us to get involved and help kids, you know, be able to go down a technology path and not have to leave Indianapolis. We're really focused on training our employees and giving them the skills they need to be successful. So we want to do the same thing with these kids. We want to bring them in, give them a path. They can either take a Microsoft Cloud certification path or a Cisco engineering certification path. And, you know, that year that they're with us, they will get certified in that path, and they'll have job-ready skills from that. They could go to work immediately.
Yeah. So Ryan, this is, and we look at from the student perspective, these are really hands-on experiences. I know internships are part of this as well. So whether they want to go on to college, go straight into the workforce, or some combination, these students will have that ability.
I think what's attractive to us is that this is a rare opportunity for them. Oftentimes in schools, they're aligned with universities and higher education, which is great, and we are too. But the opportunity to work with someone in the workforce in our community that's doing innovative things, and then, you know, to align our missions as well, to where we can focus on soft skills like character development and communication and creative thinking, problem solving. So it's just a win-win for us, and we jumped at the chance.
The thing that I love about Traders Point is that they make learning fun, and my kids love going to school here.
Children know that they're loved and that they're safe, and that this is a good, healthy place for them to be, and they can learn in a safe environment.
Everybody cares about your feelings and how you want to be treated, and God is always with you no matter what is happening in your life.
We got our kids started at age 2, and they've been there all the way through. Our oldest is now 20, so we've seen it through every step of the way and loved it.
Our lower school program here at Traders Point Christian Schools really has 4 distinctives. The Christian worldview, we have STEM as an initiative, and we also have outdoor and environmental education. Perhaps most importantly, at Traders Point, your children are part of a family. Not only are they excited and engaged about their learning, but every day they are loved, they are taught well, they are nurtured in Christ, and I can't think of a better gift that a parent could give a child.
We love that our kids will have that environment here, and that it's safe and loving, and the teachers are welcoming them with open arms and a smile on their face.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Joey Lindstrom alongside the coach, Keith Myers, and they got some fireworks going, Coach, for homecoming.
Yeah, no, it's for your birthday.
Well, that's very nice of them.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
How did they know? You must have pulled some strings.
Yeah, I did. You know, it's a special thing we do. Hey, it's time for our Morrisville? No. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Morrisville 45, Franklin 7. Morales halftime show. 45-7 Mooresville over Franklin. North Newton Frontier tied at 6. Mount Vernon 29, Pendleton Heights 0. Heritage Christian 28, Covenant Christian 14. Whiting and Wheeling is tied at 0 at halftime. Heritage and Tri-County 8-0 Heritage. River Forest and Hamlin Knoll tied at 0 at halftime. Some other scores for you. Monterey leads Evansville North 8-7. Wrights leads Benjamin Bosey of Kentucky 7-0. Crystal House and Bowman Academy scoreless at halftime at 0. Gibson Southern Great Ball Club leads 14-0 over Heritage Hills. Let's look at the IndianaSRN top 5 polls for this week. Number 1, Indianapolis Lutheran in 1A. Number 2, Monroe Central. Adams Central's 3. Covenant Christian 4. Park Heritage 5. In 2A, Fort Wayne Lords 1. Heritage Christian 2. Eastbrook 3. Tipton 4. Eastside 5. In 3A, Brebeuf number 1. West Lafayette 2. Gibson Southern 3. Danville 4. And Lawrenceburg 5. 4A, Roncalli's 1. Leo 2. Jasper 3. East Noble 4. Mooresville 5. In 5A, Cathedral Crate Ball Club 1. Valparaiso 2. Bloomington South 3. Decatur Central 4. Zionsville 5. And in 6A, I think the best football team in the state of Indiana, Centerville 1. Maryville 2. Carmel 3. Westfield 4. And Brownsburg 5. You look at the top 5 and look at our poll. Heritage Christian playing Covenant Christian right now, 28-14 Heritage Christian. Lutheran is winning. Roncalli Brebeuf, how about this, at halftime, 0-0.
Jeez.
Crazy, isn't it?
Two good ball clubs.
And then you look at that Cathedral Ball Club, you seen them play? They're very, very good, Joey.
Oh, yeah, they're sound.
And how about that Center Grove team? I think probably one of the best teams in the state of Indiana, not the best I've ever seen. The Ben Davis team years ago with Coach Kurtner might have been the best ever high school team, but this Center Grove team, very, very good as well.
They got two highly touted recruits, too, I know, at QB and I think defensive end, too. Just unreal squad.
Anybody surprise you at all in the top 5 of the IndianaSRN top 5?
Immediately, my thoughts go right. I think Covenant Christian ought to be higher. I think they're a solid crew in that 1A. And I mean, you're playing a tough Heritage Christian team in 2A. I don't know. I mean, maybe just a little tweak in the SRN polls. I'll have to make sure my vote is highlighted in bold.
Yeah, you make that a little bit highlighted in the bold. The one thing I love about our poll, it comes out on Sunday. We don't wait till Monday. We get it out for you right away on Sunday. And if you want more information about what we do at IndianaSRN, you can contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, a lot more in store for you. It's halftime, 31-7, Lapel.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Hey, next week, Saturday, we start our coverage of the Heartland Conference Division III football. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's a very interesting and what a privilege to be able to do the Heartland Conference on IndianaSRN. For you that may not know our history, we are 13 years old. A webcast, we are now 5, and it's just been a blessing. Jerry Collins, our CEO, has worked very hard behind the scenes to make what we do very prevalent. And the Heartland Conference, the opportunity that we could get to do that is a blessing. And 7 big regular season games on IndianaSRN, and our coverage begins at 1:15, kickoff at 1:30. We got a sideline reporter We got two guys that know the game that's going to do play-by-play in color, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I tell you what, that conference, as you well know, is very competitive from top to bottom.
Very competitive. It's one of those conferences you cannot predict who's going to win because every year different team.
I got a surprise here for you. How about this? Lawrence North and Ben Davis. Lawrence North leads at halftime 13-10.
No way.
Here's another surprise for you. New Powell Greenfield. New Powell only leading 13-7 at halftime. That Greenfield Central team, very good.
Could be a dark horse in the Hoosier Heritage.
Yeah, so a lot of games going on. Bishop Chatard leads Guerin Catholic 14-3. As we scroll down, Cathedral running clock 44-0 over Morton, Hammond Morton. And the one I'm very interested in, West Side, Fort Wayne West Side 16, West Central 8. That West Central team only with one loss this year. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter for you.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We're set for kickoff of the second half here on Indiana SRN. Traders Point kicking to Lapel, and that could be dangerous, Coach. 31-7 our score after the half. Returning here is Shelton. Shakes off one tackle, and he'll be brought down past the 25 at about the 27-yard line.
Now, if you're Lapel, what you do here, because you have the lead, you can experiment a little bit. Do you run the ball and run the clock, or do you throw the ball and see what kind of yardage you can get? Because, frankly, you really can work on your game a little bit here. As we talked about, this is week 6. In 3 more weeks, you're playing for the real stuff if sexual play.
Brennan still already with 2 touchdowns through the air. Tyler Dollar with 1 on the ground. Lapel well in control of this game. See what kind of strategy they take here. Handing off to Dollar. Up the middle, he shakes off a tackle. Tyler Dollar wheeling and dealing, gets a couple yards of change all the way down to the 45.
Thanks to our sponsor, Morales Group, Bertner Electric, IUPUI Sports Management, Piper Logistics, and Reynolds Farm Equipment. If you would like to be a sponsor, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN. Love to hear from you.
And that's true. You like replying to people in emails.
You bet. Work very hard at that.
Tyler Dollar being patient. Couple stiff arms later, and he will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Gibson. Xavier Gibson, the 5'7" senior. Kick return specialist, and he brings down Tyler Dollar, a tall task.
Not too fast, my friend. Lost 2.
Channeling your inner Lee Corso there.
He can run up and down the field, though. Good kid.
2nd and 12 for Lapel.
Stowe takes the draw.
Boy, just lost the coverage there. Goes down to 3rd down now. Third down 10.
3rd down and 10 for Lapel. Pistol formation. Had to clear my throat there quickly. Brennan Stowe drops back. Sends one over the middle, almost intercepted.
Deflected by Johnson. Nice
Johnson
play.
was at the tail end. I think Eli Underwood may have gotten a hand in there too. No surprise.
So do you punt here?
I think you got to punt. You're up 31-7. And no real If you give the ball back right to Traders Point on the 45-yard line, they have great field position to work with. Have to think the punt is the right move. Long snapping is Nick Witt. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight receiving. On to punt number 12, Riley Hudson. This one will trickle, take more of a Traders Point bounce in favor of the Knights, and it'll be down at the 35-yard line, call it the 36. Take a minute to remind you we're brought to you by Morales Group. We can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate for your company. We do so much more than that. Let us help you today. Contact Morales Group at 317-472-7600.
I love the huddle that Sam Carnes puts them in, and every kid is looking at the coach. You know, that's impressive because they're so their heads could be down right now, but they're listening and they're going to see what happens here.
Interesting kind of play there to pitch it back to Eli Underwood and mark it down as a pass for Simmons Little. Underwood will get a first down. So good looking play to open the second half for Traders Point. You get the stop on defense, and now you get a first down on your first play. From the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Bunch formation to the right side. Simmons Little will take it himself. He's got some space.
Got his, one guy to beat.
Exactly that, and Simmons Little with looks like a 9-yard gain, but hold everything, another flag. Looks like this one might be coming back, folks. That looked like number 50. The official was signaling to the head referee. It sure is. Holding on Traders Point. Guilty party there was Christian Heiser.
So now you go back to the 41-yard line, and now it's first down and 20.
Heiser, the left tackle. You said it second and
first down.
First down, excuse me. Yep, we had the first down. Holding, not a loss of down at all. So 1st and 16 for Traders Point. Simmons Little lofts this one over the top. That one will be picked off by number 24, Brock Harper. Harper's got some room. He's going to try to take this one. Sheds a couple tackles on his way down to the turf at the 41-yard line. So Lapel gets it back.
And you have him concentrate on something because he's all over the place. He's got to have both hands on.
So here is Lapel back on the field, coach, and I think Brennan Stowe ought to be happy with that. Now, after a 3-and-out, what's it got to be the strategy here?
Well, I think you go to pay dirt here. You maybe just see what you can do very quickly.
Witt down on the bottom of your screen, number 20. Stowe will hand it off to Dollar up the middle. Dollar's got some space and some speed, and he'll get a first down and then some.
That offensive line opened up that hole very big. It's big enough that you could probably run into that hole.
And they held their blocks long enough that you could run through the hole.
Have you seen me run?
Haven't had the pleasure, unfortunately.
My granddaughters are really quick.
Test the agility. Hand it off again to Tyler Dollar. Why not? And he'll gain a couple of yards. Good defensive stand and tackle by number 55, Eli Heiser, for Traders Point.
What this does do, though, the clock continues to run, and it shortens the game for Traders Point. The more time you can take off the clock and keep them off the field, the better you are if you're Lapel.
Pistol formation. 2 receivers to his left. He will fake to his running back. Stowe rolling out and finding his receiver. Catching that one was Riley Hudson, who had a great catch earlier, shook some tacklers, and had about a 40-yard gain. Hudson, just a freshman. You love to see those kind of highlight plays out of such a young guy.
taking time off that play clock.
They sure are. Already just over 8.5 to go. There's Dollar trying to bounce it. Will be brought down just before the 25-yard line.
Got an updated score for you. Mount Vernon just went up 36-0 against Pendleton. And by the rules of the IHSAA, that will be a running clock throughout the rest of the game. That is just starting the second half.
So long as they stay above 35.
No, it runs.
Oh, no matter what?
No matter what. Yes, that's correct.
Brennan Stowe faking to his right side now. A little bit of an awkward throw. He does get it to Shelton, who's brought down hard by number 30, Daniel Schoenveld.
How about the defense there? Stayed at home. I like the cheerleading. I like the coach is up and going. This is a big stop here.
The energy is definitely up. Do you think it was the fireworks?
I think it's probably the fireworks.
Yeah.
They're celebrating your birthday. They kind of like that.
They just kind of know here at Traders Point. Big third down opportunity here for both teams. If Lapel gets this, they're on their way to a possible touchdown opportunity. At least to get points on the board. They're within Caden Camp's range. Stowe drops back, launches one to the right side. That ball is complete to Will Alexander, and he'll be brought down at the 20-yard line.
4th and, about a yard?
Will Alexander brought down by
you got to go to this one. You know who's going to get the ball here.
For the Bulldogs.
I would quarterback sneaker.
You could maybe get a little easy. Little Peyton Manning style.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and sneak it.
He's yelling,
Omaha
right now, yeah. There's a quick snap.
Almost a jump there. No call, though. They do give it to Dollar. Is he across the line, though? The line to game was actually the 20. Looks like we have an injured player down on the field. And he did not get it. So a 4th and 1 stop for Traders Point. They stand tall. First down for the Knights. And this will be an injury timeout for Traders Point. And we're going to keep it here. Let's look at just a couple of quick schedule updates. So after playing Lapel here today, they travel to Edinburgh. This is Traders Point. Travels to Edinburgh, and they play North Central. And then they host Lutheran. That's going to be a tough one to round out the season for.
That North Central is North Central of Farmersburg and not Indianapolis North Central.
Yeah, no. I was
me,
going to say.
Won't play the 6-8
they don't want to probably play the 6-8
yeah,
team,
that's
right. For Lapel, they're going to head to Heritage Christian next week. Tough opponent there. Then they host Jay County and Eastern Hancock to round out the season.
And that Eastern Hancock Lapel game, if you think this is like a little rivalry, that game is a really neat game to be involved in.
And they don't get to play each other in the playoffs because they're not in the same sectional, so that's maybe even adds a little more salt. You might have the possibility to play maybe in regional or what have you, but
yeah, that second round, that regional game could be that section, those two sectionals matching up.
All right, so here we go. Injured player walks off the field. Simmons Little drops the snap briefly. He's got to make an improv play. He does. Gets it out to Johnson on the right side, and Johnson will be brought down at the 27.
How about Johnson making himself available and then catching the ball? And Little, you can tell he plays basketball. Cooper Little plays basketball. Got great hand, didn't panic.
Brought down to the 33. I beg your pardon, you're right. Simmons Little, the two-sport athlete. Could be 3. He's got so much athleticism.
Heritage Christian and Covenant Christian, 28-21 Heritage Christian. Covenant Christian has scored 21 unanswered points.
What did I tell you about Covenant Christian? You never know. Dark horse possible. Underwood gets upended. Thankfully he's all right. And he'll be brought down at the 37.
You've seen a lot of football here, Joey. Both of these teams are well coached. You can tell fundamentally in really good shape.
They both are. They do both seem well conditioned. You know, Lapel has quite a few returning starters on offense, not so many on defense, and that was a big question coming into this game coming into this year for Coach Tim Miller. But he's been around some stout defenses in the past and knows how to get these guys right. This ball is caught by Moran, and over the midfield mark, Philip Moran has his, by my count, 5th catch of the day.
And another first down.
You know, he dropped that first deep ball in the first quarter, and all of a sudden he hasn't missed yet since.
Going to put him on the opposite side of the field now.
Lapel in their base 4-3 set. Love that cover 2 look. In motion, Gibson, they'll give to Underwood. Up the middle, and he's up in it again. Eli Underwood flying through the air for the second time on this drive.
Eli Underwood tackled by Colton Canninger. Second down for the Knights.
Second and about 4. Boy, they're running some great plays here.
They are. Eli Underwood has been solid on the ground. Here is Simmons Little again. He gets flushed out to his right. Lofts one deep to his receiver. It's caught. What a catch by Philip Moran.
And he got hit, gets back up and go, oh, I'm all right. Wow.
What a play.
Do we have a flag?
If you're Traders Point, you hope not. It doesn't look like they do. But it seems like every time they've had a big play, it's gotten called back.
Oh, roughing the passer.
Okay, so Lapel actually is the criminal here on this penalty. So from the 15, where the catch was, they'll advance this, I have to imagine, another 5 or 10 yards.
Well, it should be a half a distant yard penalty. So if it's at, was it at the 12, at the 15?
So it should be. Catch was at the 15?
Should be at the 7 then.
Yep.
And they took it.
So half the distance gets it all the way, to the 7. Philip Moran, lone receiver at the top, to the left of your screen. Simmons Little hands off to Underwood. He's tripped up in the backfield. Great effort play by number 51, Ethan Hewitt.
So they're going to see if they put Moran in the end zone here.
If you're Traders Point, you have that single receiver to the top. Man on man. He's going to try to go to Moran. He checks down to Underwood. Great play to disrupt that one. Colton Canninger,
the senior,
leads the team with 52 tackles. He's got 1 pick this year. He's trying to get his second one, and that was a nice deflection by the senior.
You got to go 4 here, right? I mean, it's 3rd here, but you got to go 4 down territory. You need 7.
The momentum boost that would have for your team is unprecedented. Simmons Little, fake to Underwood. Rolls out to his right. He's got Moran, who dives into the end zone, but he looks like he stepped out, Coach, at the 4. And this will be 4th down for the Knights.
Fans are behind him.
Hand off to Underwood. Can he get there?
He did.
And he will plow his way after some effort into the end zone. Touchdown, Traders Point.
Or did he fumble the ball?
Yeah, we heard a crowd mic. Nope, they're going to call this one a touchdown. And Traders Point now with 13 points on the board, a statement drive. Again, methodical. I think they might go for 2 here.
I would go for 2 here. And look at the time, though. 3:24.
Got to make quick work.
Got to make quick work. Going to put it to far hash.
Yep, they'll get this at the 2. Left hash.
What do you think? They're going to sweep here?
I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
I think you go to the near side. I think you fooled everybody and you take a bootleg, quarterback bootleg, and you into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Simmons Little lines up behind center. Takes the snap, rolls out to the right.
Got him.
Looking for Moran and Gibson, and he takes it himself, dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. What a play by Simmons Little.
I tell you what, when he took the dive, I thought he was going to be a little short, but boy, he stuck his head in there.
What a play. So our score 31-15 in favor of the Bulldogs, but Traders Point knocking at the door. You're watching Indiana High School football on IndianaSRN.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Joey Lindstrom alongside the coach, Keith Myers. I'm going to take a minute to remind you we are brought to you by Burtner Electric. Burtner Electric has been serving the Indianapolis area since 1986. Family owned and operated. We take pride in our customer service and put our customers first. Fully licensed and insured. We offer 24-hour emergency service. No job is too small. Call today for all your electrical needs. 317-773-7663.
Nice drive by the Traders Point. Here comes the onside kick.
And they will get it. Holy cow, Traders Point. I don't think Lapel was ready for it, Coach. And they take advantage. Philip Moran on the recovery.
Did you see the bouncing ball? You got to follow the bouncing ball. You got to get the ball.
The kicker, I think, was Reagan Smith. What an absolute dime of a kick. So Traders Point gets it back. Down 2 scores. We'll get to see the replay again.
Look at the defender. He ran right past the ball.
Got to go to the ball, fella. Man, now Lapel has to hold tight. I mean, you don't want to give Traders Point the momentum, do you, Coach?
Oh, no. And I would send him around on a post at the goal post at the end zone here.
I agree. Why not take the shot right away? Single high safety for Lapel. Shovel pass to Johnson. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain of about 8 yards.
And since they changed that rule, that is considered a pass now, that little shovel pass.
Marked in the stat sheet.
Yep.
So love the little surprise. I was going to say something about Smith being lined up so close to the onside kick. Of course, this is how we got Traders Point to 15. Simmons Little, effort, diving into the end zone. Drops back, flushed out to his right.
Got time.
Long ball, and it's dropped just short of Moran.
And no flag.
Yeah, no flag. Moran was looking for it.
Moran might have been looking for it, but the defender sure wasn't looking for it. That's a tough no call.
I think if you are Simmons Little, you have to be careful about throwing that ball into that deep double coverage.
Especially with the height of that ball, because you can catch that run under it.
And that's how he got intercepted earlier in the game. In motion is Gibson. They'll hand it to Underwood. Underwood gets about 5 yards on the left side. Penalty flag on the field. And this has been a killer for Traders Point all night. Holding penalties, what have you. They did get some help on the last drive with a penalty of roughing the passer. Brought them all the way to the 7-yard line after the big gain of Moran. Looks like this one's going to push him back.
Shoot yourself in the foot one more time.
So this will be Third down.
12.
And 12.
See what we got here. 2 minutes, 2:34 to play. Thanks for joining us. What a good ball game.
Turning out to be a great one. Simmons Little is lined up as a receiver. Back there taking it is number 86, Tobias Grant. Grant's got some space, and he gets all the way to the 40-yard line. And I got to imagine they're going to go for it here.
I like the little wildcat that they go here.
Worked out for them the first time they ran it. I think this is the second time we've seen it tonight.
I wonder if they throw out of that.
You got to wonder if Grant's got the arm.
Yeah.
Why not? 4th and 4. Huge play for Traders Point. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Simmons Little drops back, looking for Moran. He gets him. What a move on the route by Moran, and he steps out of bounds, converts for the Knights.
How about the little shake and bake?
Left the cornerback's ankles, I think, by the rest of the defense.
That's how I used to play defense, with my ankles broken.
Like Carson Wentz.
Yeah, you bet.
Too
healthy,
soon. Yeah, get healthy, Carson. Simmons Little. Bubble screen. Oh, that one almost gets interfered with.
And they're going to
If he had his eyes up, I think Sunheimer.
Got a late flag.
Let's see what the penalty is here. Johnson, I think, shaking off a few of his teammates. Looks like a hold to me. So it's going to be holding regardless on Traders Point. Another, after you convert that 4th down, now another shot in the foot if you're the Knights. Lapel wanting to hold strong here. Simmons Little drops back. Screen pass to Underwood, who's got some space. Another flag inbound, but Underwood's going to try to take this one. He's brought down by Josh Coleman.
See what they call here.
What a headache for Coach Carnes and his staff.
Another holding penalty.
Man.
Oh, back to back.
And you see Coach Carnes, I think I overheard him on the mic, run your feet, run your feet.
Yep.
And it is very hard to get a holding penalty on a screen, especially when it was thrown in the backfield.
Yes.
So the refs are really looking for it tonight. Did you ever ref football?
Oh, yeah.
My grandpa always said there's holding on every play in football.
Just depends on if you want to call it or not.
Or if you see it.
Or if you see it. So it's 1st down and 32. Well, they were in great field position.
They sure were. This is a big pain in the butt for Traders Point. Simmons Little. Wheel route. That one is intercepted by Shelton.
Well, you bend, but you don't break.
Shelton's 4th interception on the year. We're going to take a break. You're watching Lapel at Traders Point on IndianaSRN.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to Traders Point. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Second down for Lapel. Handoff to Dollar. He'll try to trudge forward, get a few more yards. That's kind of the effort that you see out of number 15. Every play just trying to reach for a little bit more.
Now, if you're Lapel here, you probably run this play through the quarter. Yep.
Looks like they're going to do exactly that. A 3rd and 3. We are going to take another break with them.
At the end of 3, 31-15, Lapel. Stay with us, fourth quarter action coming.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Third down and 3 for Lapel here at Traders Point on IndianaSRN. Handoff to Dollar. Looking for that first down. He's got some space. Gang tackle from Traders Point, but the refs are going to give him forward progress.
How about Dollar? You know, if you need 4 yards, he'll give you 5. If you need 5, he'll give you 7. But the offensive line again as well, as now you had teams that were no huddle early in the game. Now you take your time. You get that 40-second play clock. That's what I like about Indiana. When they change that rule, you can extend games because of that 40-second play clock.
And it's nifty, too, for the coaches. Definitely plays an advantage when you can take your time calling plays. Stowe, fake to his right. He's going to roll out left and toss one deep to Witt. Another catch for Nick Witt.
How about him staying in bounds and turning on a dime to gain another 10 to 15 yards?
What a catch. And what a throw, too. Dropped it in the bucket. Brennan Stowe has been nothing short of impressive tonight, as usual.
Morrisville finishes it off Franklin, 45-14 final. Heritage Christian 34, Covenant Christian 21 at the end of 3. Thing ain't over.
Stowe handing it off to Tyler Dollar. Keeps breaking tackles and moving his feet all the way down to the 6-yard line.
He just keeps those legs moving.
Good replay again. Stowe to Nick White.
That's incredible. Look at the arc on that ball. Nice. That's how you used to throw them, Joey.
Way back in the day. And hopefully how I used to catch him when I played tight end. Hand it off to Dollar, up the middle. And he is driven right back.
Nice.
Past the one, almost over the end zone, pushback out of the end zone.
Nice.
Traders Point needs a big stop here. It's 2nd and goal for Lapel.
Look at the crowd up on the top of the hill. Nice chilly night. You need your winter coat. Some people are wearing shorts. Come on, man. It's winter.
First day of fall yesterday.
Man, was that cold this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
So, hand off to Dollar. And he cashes his check. Tyler Dollar makes it 37-15. Lapel over Traders Point. 10 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
How about this one? We're at the end of the third quarter. North Newton 6, Frontier 6.
Ooh.
Frontier, after getting beat by Traders Point, bouncing back, and that North Newton ball club, 2A ball club, playing really, really well here. Frontier's giving them everything they want. Like to have the kicker and the pitcher. Thank you.
Camp's kick is up and good. So our score 38-15, 10-16 to go here at Traders Point. You're watching IHSAA football on IndianaSRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I want to take a second to remind you we're brought to you by our sponsor, IHSAA Officials. To become an IHSAA official, you need to contact Sandra Walter at ihsaa.org/officials. Get involved with the men and women behind the stripes. A great way to stay in shape and be part of the game. Also, we have our sports page, daily sports page. Stay up to date at IndianaSRN.org or Troy at RadioTroy.com. We'll also have the recap of scores from across the state tomorrow morning with Troy Darengowski. The deep guttural, smooth tones.
Do you get that every day?
Every day.
Oh, it's good stuff.
It's a great update.
Yep.
And whoever puts it together is a real smart cookie.
That's God.
Lapel coming off a great touchdown drive. Tyler Dollar punched it in. And this will be an illegal procedure. Traders Point will have good field position to start this drive. And they need to get back into this, Coach. I mean, they had an awesome fundamental drive. They get the onside kick back, and then they throw an interception after a couple penalties.
Yeah, and the penalties are the ones. You know, you go down, you're making a good drive, you're taking some time off the clock, but you really executed very well because, you know, you were down and you came down and scored. You got the 2-point conversion. You got the onside kick, and all of a sudden you started feeling good about yourself. Then you had a gain of 25. All of a sudden now you back up 10 yards. And then you gain 25 more yards, you get back another 10. So it's really tough. Right now, this is a very good call by coaches. Make them kick it again. Because now he's playing the field game.
Of course, coaches have the option to re-kick or take it at the 35, I believe.
Yes.
So they're going to force Caden Camp to kick once again.
Nice. Like I said, a nice crowd on hand here at Traders Point tonight.
Camp squibs this one, and it looks like another illegal procedure.
We can have it. Just keep going. Oh, it is? Good. What happened? Who knows, man?
Yes. It is.
It is.
Gibson brought down by Colton Cannon. Third down for your Knights. Xavier Gibson tackled by Kyle Shelton. Good for a Knights first down.
First and 10, Traders Point from the 37-yard line. Simmons Little fakes to Underwood, and this will be another penalty, Coach.
I tell you what, penalties have hurt them the whole entire night.
And especially on first down, a false start does not help you by any means. And, I mean, if you're Coach Carnes, what's got to be the message to your team after tonight? I mean, just careless penalties.
It's discipline, and it's just fundamental football. You know, they're very good at fundamental football, but they just got to maintain that level.
I had a coach say once that mental is to physical as 4 is to 1. I mean, it's just got to be so imperative that you take care of those take-no-talent plays. Simmons Little with another screen to Underwood. He's got some space over the middle. Underwood dives his shoulder down. That is close to a first down for Traders Point. So the gain, what they lost in penalty yardage and a little bit more, it is going to be a first down, Coach, for Traders Point. Nice screen to Underwood.
Yeah, Underwood right there saw the yard to gain and went and got it.
Simmons Little is going to take this one on the left side off the read option play. Haven't seen him run it too much tonight. It looks like we have an injured player on the field.
Here's some scores for you. Ben Davis scores a touchdown, lead 17-13 against Lawrence North.
Cooper Simmons Little brought down by Luke Sundheimer. Second down.
North Newton just scores to make the score 14-6 over Frontier with 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Again, congratulations to Mount Vernon winning another ball game this week against Pendleton Heights. It's blurry. It's blurry.
So Wildcat formation here. Tobias Grant was in the backfield, and this looks like another timeout for Lapel.
Lapel timeout.
8:04 to go here at Traders Point High School.
Don't forget to join us tomorrow. Triple header soccer. Double header tomorrow at 10 and noon as Greencastle takes on North Putman. That game is at 10 for the girls, noon for the boys. It's senior night, and then it's senior day, and then also then at 1 o'clock, Guerin Catholic girls, who's played very, very well. You've seen them play a couple times. They're very, very good.
Very talented group.
They will play South Bend St. Joe at 1.
Big matchup there for the Golden Eagles. So Traders Point will set up at the 24-yard line. And it is first down and 10. Just over 8 minutes to play. Simmons Little in the backfield. Drops back. Launches one to the left side. Into double coverage. It's picked off. Running down to the right side. Number 28, Luke Sundheimer. His first interception of the year. Excuse me, actually his fourth interception of the year. Huge play for Lapel. I got to imagine, Coach, now you just run it out with your old reliable Tyler Dollar.
Yeah, you know, under 7 minutes to play. You just run the clock here. What a ball game. So here we go.
Brennan Stowe with Tyler Dollar in the pistol. Double tight end, handing off to Dollar up the middle. He's brought down by a troop of Traders Point Knights. Coach, a minimal gain there, and I think Lapel's strategy is obvious. They just want to run this ball out.
Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Look at the sectionals for each squad. I mean, we look at Lapel. They sit at 4-1. All goes right here. I mean, they win to move on to 5-1. They have Tipton and Alexandria and Eastern Greentown that are.
They have a tough schedule ahead of them.
Tough sectional when it comes to playoff time, and a big one too. Here's Stowe, handoff down the left side, but to Tyler Dollar, and he'll be brought down after a 1-yard gain. Last season, Lapel lost in the sectional championship to Tipton, 28-20. Their last sectional title was back in 2018.
And Joey, you go back to that sectional. The rain that we had on sectional championship night was unbelievable.
And cold, too.
Oh, yes.
So Lapel with 6.5 to go will try likely another run, I have to imagine, Coach.
Yeah, I would think right now you just want to give the ball to Dollar.
Actually, he'll pass. Stowe is going to try to keep it himself. He'll be brought down. Gain of about 2. Or did he get the first down? Stowe got up celebrating like he did.
Oh, he gave him the first down.
He did. So, forgive me. I thought it was just a couple-yard gain. He goes ahead and gains the whole 4.
First down.
That's great second effort. Next week, another slew of games for you on the network. This Traders Point team heads down to Edinburgh next week. This Lapel team has to travel to Heritage Christian.
Passing it over to the left side. That is complete. Once again to number 12, Riley Hudson. And on the radio next week, we have Covenant Christian at Clarksville, Traders Point at Edinburgh, and Frontier at Tri-County.
All those are radio games, and then the 2 TV games is Newcastle
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, another night for Mount Vernon on TV. And then I think we have the Heritage Christian Lapel game.
We sure do.
And then Saturday, college football makes a debut.
That's right. Very, very exciting.
Oh, we're so
for
excited.
SRN. Lapel from the 38-yard line of Traders Point. Stowe hands it off. Up the middle to Shelton, and he will gain past the first down and then some. You know, for this Traders Point squad, Sectional 42 is tough as well. They have North White, Flora, Carroll, Clinton Prairie, Clinton Central, Tri-County, and Frontier.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all those teams pretty much middle of the road right now as far as record.
Yeah, but that's the thing about that sectional is they're all equal. They're all about equal at 500. And that makes that sectional very interesting. And Traders Point gets to go north where everybody else to go down south. You know, the Covenant Christians and the Lutheran stays down south. So tough sectional, tough way to go. A little bit different now that Lafayette Central Catholic is not in that sectional. Makes a little bit difference.
So they shuffle every year, right? Sometimes
because it's success factor.
Got it. Brennan Stowe with Shelton. Shelton had a great gain on the last carry. He only had 65 yards coming into this game, rushing, and now he's got at least 27 here by my count. I'll give it off to Shelton again. Dude just breaks tackles one after the other, brought down after a short gain.
Another first down, keeps the clock running. This is when you run your 4-minute offense.
And exactly 4 minutes to go. You think they probably want to score here by punching it in, I have to imagine.
Oh, North Newton recovered a fumble in the end zone, 22-6 over Frontier. Oh, you're so close. You are at 6-6.
Shelton on the left side. He'll be brought down after a short gain. Yeah, it was just 6-6 at the end of our third quarter.
Yes.
Kyle Shelton has a pick earlier today. That was his 4th of the season. Now carrying the ball, carrying the load to run this clock out for Lapel. They will move on to 5-1. Traders Point 2-4. But like we said, I mean, Traders Point obviously not out of the woods. This is a talented team.
Oh, yes. This is how you get better, though. Playing, you playing at 2A ball club.
Shelton with the extra effort. He gets down all the way to the 1.
No, it's not rugby, folks. It is football.
A little bit of a scrum. And somebody took a little barrel roll out of there. And then somebody else fell down for an injury, looks like.
Pops back up. And now they call a timeout for injury.
Well, we'll take one with them. You're watching IHSAA football here on IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Joey Lindstrom alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Lapel leads 38-15 and driving.
Hey, Joey, as we have time here, you see the sponsors scrolling on the screen there. Hey, go out and support those people. They support high school athletics, and we appreciate them, and that would be great if you would support them as well. And if you would like to be a sponsor on IndianaSRN, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org.
Well said. Brennan Stowe hands off up the middle to Kyle Shelton, and that will put the nail in the coffin for the Bulldogs. Touchdown, Lapel. 44-15 our count prior to the extra point. You look at this Lapel team. You defeat Wabash 44-7. You defeat Frankton 49-12. You defeat Shenandoah 40-21. You lose to Indy Lutheran, who I think is number 1 in one of our polls, right?
Yes,
Class 1A.
Yes, sir.
Then you beat North Decatur. You beat Traders Point today. I think you're looking good going into Heritage Christian next week. You've got to be confident. Great play to punch it in. Great drive. Add 1 to the count. Our score 45-15. We'll take another quick break here on IndianaSRN. Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Joey Lindstrom alongside Coach Keith Myers. Our count 45-15 in favor of Lapel.
Hey, special thanks to our on-site camera guy who's probably freezing, Michael Ware, and our great guy, our producer, James Andrews, on a good job. James leaves here and then got to get up bright and early and meet us at Greencastle tomorrow for the soccer game.
Oh, James, but you're excited about that. You just spend all day with Keith. So Traders Point with 2.5 minutes, left. You get to see this replay again. Shelton punching this one in, and he was just a workhorse on that drive on the 4-minute offense. And that's huge, too. If you have a 4-minute offense that you can rely on where you can just run the ball out, run the clock constantly, you don't have the 35-point lead to have running clock. That's a huge advantage.
Yeah, and especially utilize that 40-second play clock for that reason. Run. You can take a lot of time off the clock and a lot of yardage.
Quarterback taking himself. On the outside, Wildcat formation for big number 51, Jackson Wilhite, 6'1", 225 senior.
He's playing a lot of guys in the backfield now.
Certainly don't expect the 51 to take the direct snap.
No.
But you gotta like what you see, that's for sure. Wilhite will stay back behind the center. Underwood is to his left. He'll hand to Underwood. He's got some space. So Traders Point, their schedule in review, they lose the opener to Heritage Christian 34-14, then they lose to a Good Covenant Christian team 26-22. They defeat South Newton 24-12, and they lose to Park Tudor in an absolute shootout 60-26. And then they defeat Frontier last week 40-0. After this game, they head to Edinburgh, and then they play North Central in which town did you say?
North Central of Farmersburg.
Farmersburg, and not North Central in Indy. As Wilhite will take this one, rolls out to the right side, tosses one up for grabs. That one falls incomplete. And then they finish out the season with number 1 in 1A Lutheran. So I think having a lapel squad like this, I think this is a good litmus test for what you're to expect in 1A. To come when it comes to playoff time.
Yeah, and this is where you have a bunch of kids who are playing very, very well. The schedule is really tough for you, but this is what makes you better men in your life, and that's what Coach Carnes is all about: is getting these guys ready for life. It's not about just football; it's about getting ready for life, because life is not easy.
Underwood tripped up there. Less than 90 seconds to go.
And I've known Sam for years, and Sam will get good positive things out of this, and they'll get a good practice. They have to play a very good lapel, the Edinburgh Ball Club. A lot of people say, oh, Edinburgh's not. They're fast improved. They're actually ranked in the top 20 in 1A by the press.
Handing it off to Underwood was Wilhite. Under a minute to go here. Again, tomorrow we have our triple header for soccer. North Putnam and Greencastle for girls and boys, and then South Bend St. Joe at Guerin.
Oh, what a game.
North Putnam and Greencastle, girls is at 10, boys is at noon, and South Bend St. Joe at Guerin is at 1. That's girls. Coach, you'll be in Greencastle for that and on color.
Ladies' Day on IndianaSRN.
Ladies Senior Day as the handoff goes for just a couple yards to the right side.
And then we're right back with games for you on Monday. And the City Alliance Championship boys and girls on Wednesday. Mark that down. That should be quite interesting.
Yeah, it should. Girls game at 6, boys game at 8. Wilhite will drop back to pass. He's going to launch this one deep to the end zone. And off the back of the jersey, it looks like there will be a penalty called.
Penalty on the play.
Pass interference.
Intended receiver was Nick Dearman.
got a final for you. 41-6 Tinley over Purdue Poly. So Tinley, whatever the old Oakland bucket was, Tinley wins it.
Tinley's got it. That's for sure. The pass interference on Lapel. Final play here for Traders Point. Coach, your final thoughts after this play. I'll cue you up. Here's Will Height. Drops back. Big number 51 is going to launch this one to the end zone, and it will be knocked down. So actually we will get another play in, but let's get your thoughts, Coach.
You know, all in all, what a great night. First night that if the weather was, cold. You get maybe not cold, but a lot more chilly with both teams. I was impressed with the first opening drive with Traders Point. Hit him in the mouth a little bit. Tim Miller and his coaching staff regrouped that group of kids, and then Dollar took over. And when Dollar took over, then everyone else got into the mix as well. Very impressed. Very impressed with this Lapel team. I think they could be launching maybe a place in the top 5 in the IndianaSRN poll.
I think they ought to deserve it, as this one's picked off to round out our game. Nick White, the consensus probably MVP. 2 touchdowns last week, 2 touchdowns in this game this week.
Yeah,
for Lapel.
Great ball club.
45-15, our final score. And final quick stats as far as touchdowns go on the ground. Dollar had 2. Shelton had 1. Witt had 2. Obviously, Stowe had 2 through the air. And not to mention, Coach, the running and the press that Lapel plays with is just something that they're going to have to continue to work on when they play Heritage Christian.
Got to watch Cooper Littles. He's only a junior. Underwood, only a junior.
Right.
They're going to get better and better and better. I would not want to play these guys their senior year, but it's going to be a great, great week. Enjoy your weekend.
For Mike Aware, our camera guy, for James, our producer, for Coach Keith Myers, James Andrews, our producer, I'm Joey Lindstrom. Thank you so much for being with us here for the matchup between Lapel and Traders Point on IndianaSRN. Have a great night.
Happy birthday, Joey.
Thank you, Coach.